Hi friends, I'm Penny Hunt and this is Penny Heart to Heart. I've been coming to you now for 25 days. 25 days I've been in my home and coming to you at 3 o'clock Mountain Time every day, talking about what's going on in the world and giving you tips and ideas that come to me about things we can do and ways we can think of the situation. And it's been great fun for me, and I've enjoyed those of you who have been joining me. I want to remind you before I start, I'm giving books away. So all you need to do to be in the book giveaway is in the comment line, write, "I love your book," and you'll be in this week's drawing. It brings me great joy to see people enjoying my book, and so that's a fun byproduct of this video that I've been doing. And so get your name, even if you watch this after it's not live and you watch it later, you can still comment and I'll still put you in the drawing. So that's fun too. Today, I want to talk to you about something that came to me this morning about, I keep trying to think of lessons that we're learning from this situation with what the world is going through and what our communities are going through and what we're going through as individuals and our families and whoever you're at home with during this time of sheltering in home, if that's what you're doing, how this situation is teaching us lessons. And I wrote one and talked to you on one video about what if the lesson is to get us to slow down, and the speed that the world was going in was so fast, and maybe this is just a lesson to slow us down. I thought of something else this morning that could possibly be a lesson, and that is, I think we have become so ingrained with wanting and expecting instant gratification for so many ways. I don't know if you remember this study that was done years ago, maybe even back in the 50s, about the marshmallows, and they would give children a marshmallow. And they would say, you can either eat that marshmallow right now, or if you save it for 30 minutes or 2 hours or whatever the time frame was, then you can have 2 marshmallows. So you can either go ahead and eat it now and enjoy it now, or if you save it and wait patiently, you will have 2 marshmallows. Well, it was a study on how many people are maybe ingrained, maybe it's a gene we carry of some kind, that we want instant gratification. Now, I will tell you, I would probably say when I was 5 years old, if you gave me a marshmallow, I would probably eat it and not wait for the second one. And maybe I'm still a little bit like that. I don't know. I don't know if that was the whole point of the study, to see how we'd be as an adult or not. But I think the world has trained us this way, has trained us to expect instant gratification. And again, it goes along with the speed that the world has been going. So just think about our lives. We are on this treadmill of busyness and going from one event to the next, one occasion to the next. Our kids are so ingrained from going to school and to sports and all their activities, and we as parents are ingrained in getting them there on time and volunteering and doing our work job, taking care of our home and our families, and also the expectation of volunteering and doing all the extra things, and then to try to have some fun or self-care into it. It is just a hamster wheel of speed and commitments. But along with that, it has taught us to want instant gratification. How many of you send a text and you look at your phone like, well, why aren't they answering me? We want the answer in 2 seconds. If we send an email, if it hasn't been answered in an hour, we think, well, what's wrong? Why aren't they answering our email? Aren't they just sitting at their computer waiting to answer me? And then we have this new thing called FOMO, fear of missing out, because we want to be everywhere, doing everything, all at the same time. Instant gratification. I think the speed that the world has been going has taught us to want that, to expect that, and to give that. So if you receive a text, you drop things and you just answer it right away, because that's the way the world works anymore. So what if that's one of the lessons that this virus and the position we're put in our world right now has come to teach us. That maybe we don't need instant gratification. Maybe we need to learn patience. And maybe we need to get back to the feeling of anticipation. Because so many times anticipation is more powerful, more exciting than the event itself. Think about Christmas. I love to Christmas shop. I love to buy presents for people that I love. I love the idea of wrapping them. This year for my grandkids, I wrapped all their gifts to look like snowmen. We had 9 almost life-size snowmen around our Christmas tree with slippers for feet and hats on their head, and it was adorable, and it was a lot of work, but I loved it. It was the process of buying the presents, getting the boxes the right size to build snowmen, getting the preparation for the food, and having all of our kids and our 9 grandkids and everybody here for the celebration of Christmas. And then when it happens and the presents are open, it's like this. And so maybe the lesson is to teach us that the anticipation is the best part. The preparation is the best part. Maybe this situation we're in, I think there's going to be a checklist of lessons that we're learning from this, but maybe one of them is that we don't need instant gratification, that we need to slow down. We need to enjoy the process. And I think if you can remember that term, sometimes we're so busy and we just have that one event in mind, getting ready for a wedding, and then the wedding is over like this. And how often after an occasion like that, there's a letdown afterwards because we put so much into it and really the occasion is done in a minute. So maybe we need to slow down. Maybe we need to slow down and enjoy and put as much joy and love into the process, enjoying the process as we do whatever it is that the event or the occasion or the minute, the eating of that marshmallow. Maybe it is a lesson in slowing down and honing in on how often we want instant gratification. And maybe the texting and the instant response to an email and all of these things that we've learned to expect in life and we've been taught to do so quickly, maybe all that needs to slow down. And maybe we need to go back to picking up the phone and talking to people on the phone in a leisurely way, not just such a quick way because we're always so scheduled. And so back to my video and my writing about what if the lesson is to teach us to slow down, and what if one of the other lessons is to teach us to think about how much we depend on instant gratification and that fear of missing out and the need to respond so immediately, to be involved in everything, to do everything. Maybe that's one of the lessons. Just something to think about, something that came to me today. So I just want to remind you, I'm giving books away. If you want one of my books, just write in the comment bar, "I'd love your book," and you'll be in this week's drawing. I've got another one packed and ready to mail out today from last week. So it's a great joy to my heart to share my books with others and hear what they think, because my book is Tips on How to Live in Love and Gratitude. And it was a great joy for me to write, and I love to see people sharing it and reading it and pulling something out of it that they can use in their own life. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm here every day at 3 p.m. Mountain Time for this quick little chat, and I love it when I see the names pop up down there that people have joined me. I know it takes a minute of your time, so thank you for that. Also, I would appreciate it if you share, if you know somebody who would gain something from listening to these tips. I also immediately put it on YouTube, so my YouTube channel has all my videos on it. You can binge watch my videos if you are really bored during this time of in-home sheltering. I thank you again. I'm Pennie Hunt. This has been Pennie Heart to Heart. Thanks for watching.